there. Looks like one person's on so far. 2 people. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm just finishing getting myself set up, and I will be back with you in just a moment. Okay. And in the meantime, while I do get the framing and everything set up, 2 blocks might be helpful for your practice today. And also, I would love to know who's here. So there's a chat box right over here. Type in your name and where you're from and a fun fact about you. Okay. Hello, all. It's good to be here with you. I'm excited about practice. Laura, hi. It's been a while. So good to hear from you. So good to have you here. Who else is here? I would love to hear from you. To make it fun, you might share something really exciting that you did last week, something fun you did last week. Could be something as simple as like, I ate ice cream and it was so good. Or I went on a hike. I'm trying to think of fun fact. Could just be something, a food that you like. Sheila, nice to have you. Good night. Who is Apple Banana? What is your name? You had coffee, toffee, ice cream. Oof. That sounds fantastic. Twice last week and ate the entire pint. Yeah, that's my kind of, you're my girl. Ice cream is so good. When I start eating it, I can't stop either. I totally get it. Camping in Tahoe. Awesome. You're Korean. Oh yeah. It is night then for you. Nice to have you here. And hope that know that this class is recorded. So if you have to go to bed now, you can always check back in and take class with the recording later. Would love to hear who else is here. There's a chat box right over here. You can type in your name and where you're from, and also maybe something fun about you, something that happened in the last week, something that I don't know about you. And we'll get started in just a moment. We're working some arm balances today, and a couple of blocks would be helpful for your practice. You can also tell me how the weather is there. It's a little chilly here this morning, but I would assume that in some places it's pretty hot. It is summer after all. Raquel, yay. You're a postpartum nurse and took care of twins yesterday. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I am so glad I know that about you, Raquel. Thank you for sharing. And how old were these twins? I assume quite young. And we'll get started in a few more seconds, mere seconds. We're on the countdown. We do have to get started to ensure that we get to everything that I have planned for today. It's gonna be fun. Newborns, 4 days old. Oh my goodness. Oh, how sweet. How sweet. All right, let's get started. I'm going to go to my mat and you go to yours. We'll get rolling. Take a comfortable seated position. Maybe take a sip of water. And rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Draw your attention within and start to notice your breathing. The subtle motion of your body with the inhale and exhale. And allow this simple noticing to bring you more fully into this present moment. And to gear up for the active part of class, let's join one another for a few rounds of Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale deeply to prepare. Exhale, empty out completely. Create a light tone at the back of your throat. Tone and lift your pelvic floor. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your next inhale, join your palms together at the center of your chest. Exhale, empty out completely. And inhale for 1 Om. Gently blink your eyes open. Lower your hands down to your thighs and make your way into downward facing dog. You can come into the pose and be still right away, or introduce movement into your body on your way into the pose. Spend a little bit of time getting yourself settled in your body in this moment. Feeling out where you're at right now. And if you opted to move, begin to make your body more still. Spread your fingers wide. And stretch and lengthen all the way up from your outer wrists into your outer hips. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. Strengthen your legs and come up into crescent lunge. Take it slow. Get yourself grounded and steady. Root down, especially through your right foot. Lift the arches of your right foot and lengthen more through your arms. Stretch up. Exhale, place your hands down to the inner edge of your right foot. Either keep your palms here, or you can lower down to your forearms on the floor or on a block. Take a few more breaths in lizard pose. And strengthen your legs a little bit more. Hug your inner right thigh toward the right side of your torso. And hug your inner thighs in toward one another. Lift your hips up a little bit. This ensures that the stretch is going more into the belly of the muscle rather than close to your joints. It's a safer and better stretch. One more steady breath where you are. And walk back up to your palms. And move the block out of the way. Place your right fingertips to the outer edge of your right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten your right leg and fold just as much as you can. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten your right leg, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten your right leg and fold. And 1 more time. Inhale, bend your right knee. And straighten your right leg and fold. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, good. Inhale, bend your right knee. This time plant your palms flat. Swoop your right leg through and up to three-legged down dog. You can keep your leg up or lower it down. Shift forward plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Either upward facing dog or cobra, whatever you're ready for. And exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands. Strengthen your legs and come up into crescent lunge. Root down through your feet, the foundation of the pose. Especially your left foot. Spread your toes, lift the arches of your feet. Lift up, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, place your hands down to the inner edge of your left foot. You can stay here or lower down to your forearms on the floor, or grab a block. Bring your forearms down to a block. And hug your inner left side in toward the left side of your torso. Hug your inner thighs in toward one another. Lift your hips up a little bit. So you get the stretch out of your joints and more into the belly of the muscle. Stretching your left hip in flexion, your right hip in extension. One more breath here. Okay, walk back up to your palms and move the block out of the way if you have it. Place your left hand to the outer edge of your left foot and come onto fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg and fold. A few more times. Inhale, bend your left knee. And exhale, straighten your left leg and fold. Two more. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, straighten your left leg and fold. And last time, inhale, bend your left knee. And straighten your left leg and fold. Couple more breaths here. All right, there you are. Bend your left knee again. Plant your palms flat. Swoop your left leg through and up, three-legged down dog. And you can keep your leg up or lower it down. Shift forward to plank. Lower down chaturanga, neither cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Join your palms. Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides. Stand tall. Tadasana. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale here. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet, come into a standing forward bend at the back of your mat. You'll toe your feet all the way together until they're touching. Bend your knees, lower your hips down. Widen your knees apart and stretch your arms forward. Come into Malasana. For this first time, just take a couple breaths here. Hug the inner edges of your feet together and stretch your heels down toward the floor. Keep on crawling your fingertips forward. And look up towards your hands. Walk your hands in a little. Bring your inner thighs into touch. And draw your heels back down to the floor. Straighten your legs. You'll toe your feet out hip-width distance apart. Crawl your hands back to the top of your mat. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Join your palms. Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides. Stand tall. Tadasana. Out with your feet and legs all the way together. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg. Then lift your right foot up, clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. Bring your attention back to your left foot. Spread and lengthen your toes. Lift the arches of your left foot. Lift from your left foot into your hips. Hug in and up through your outer left hip. Lengthen through your spine. And then finally stretch your arms up over your head. A couple more breaths. Okay, bring your palms back down to the center of your chest. Lower your right leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee and turn your left leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your right leg and lengthen through your spine. Then lift your left foot up. Clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Bring your attention to your right foot. Spread and lengthen your toes. Lift the arches of your foot. And then lift up through your right leg, hug in and up through your outer right hip, and lengthen through your spine. Finally, stretch your arms up over your head. And take a couple more breaths here. Good, good. Bring your palms back down to the center of your chest. Lower your left leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Surya Namaskar A one more time. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Come into a standing forward bend at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet together until they're touching. Bend your knees, lower your hips all the way down to your heels. Widen your knees out or hip width distance apart and stretch your arms forward. Bring your torso between your inner thighs. Malasana. One more breath here. And look up towards your hands. Hook one arm at a time across the fronts of your shins. Lay your palms down. Spread your fingers wide. Then lift your hips up. Rock your weight forward into your hands for Bakasana, crane pose. Press down through your fingertips. Claw the floor with your fingertips. Then puff your spine up between your shoulder blades. See the front edge of your mat. Send your weight forward. And then either alternate lifting one foot and then the other, or lift both feet up. Bakasana. Keep pressing away from the floor. If you're still up, couple more breaths. Maybe even straighten your arms if you're ready. Okay, and lower your feet all the way back down. Bring your inner thighs in to touch. Bring your heels down to the floor. You'll toe your feet out, hip width distance apart. And again, crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides and stand tall. Okay, again with your feet and legs all the way together. This time, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee. Lift your right thigh up in towards your belly. Reach your right hand down, clasp your right big toe with index, middle finger, and thumb, and lift your torso upright. Stretch your right leg forward and straighten it as much as you can with keeping your torso upright and your left leg really strong. Take one more breath here. Then draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. Keep hugging in and up through your outer left hip to keep the supporting leg stable. Then draw your right arm and right leg back forward. Try to keep your leg up. Slowly release the clasp on your right big toe and point your right foot and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot all the way down. Woohoo! Okay, done with that. Bend your left knee, strengthen your right leg, hug your left thigh up in towards your belly. Reach your left hand down, clasp your left big toe, lift your torso upright, and strengthen your right leg. And stretch your left leg forward. Get it as straight as you can. Doesn't have to get all the way straight. Good. Then draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. Keep hugging in and up through your outer right hip. Keeps everything stable through the foundation. Good, good. And then draw your left arm, left leg back forward. Keep your left leg up. Slowly release the clasp on your big toe. Point your foot and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot all the way down. Fantastic. Surya Namaskar B-ish. Bring your feet and legs all the way together to touch. Then from here, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Come quite high for the first couple of breaths, and shift your weight more into your heels. Get all the muscles on the back chain, backs of your thighs, and into the gluteal muscles to engage. So a little bit deeper, and reach up through your chest and your arms. And bring your torso forward just a little bit. Hug your inner thighs in. Reach, reach, reach. Bring your belly down to your thighs. Stretch your arms forward. Hug your inner thighs in. Reach forward. Sit even deeper. Oh my. Okay. Clap your hands together. Interlace your fingers. Release your index finger. Sit as deep as you can. Then either use your hands or not. Do a sit down. Now from here, grab your blocks. If you don't have blocks, you'll place your hands on the floor by the sides of your hips, or you can even use fists into the floor. Next exercise, Lodasana. Stretch your legs forward. Place your hands by the sides of your hips, on blocks if you have them. Lean back, slide your heels in. Cross your right shin in front of your left, then lift your hips up. Either lift just your right foot or lift both feet up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, and switch the cross of your shins. Lift your hips up. Either lift just your left foot or both feet up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 2 more. Switch the cross of your shins. Lift your hips up. Lift your feet up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Switch the cross. Lift your hips up. Lift your feet up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, we're done with that. Move your blocks out of the way. And then cross your shins, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your right knee to your right armpit, curl in and forward. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to right nostril. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to upper left arm. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. One more time, right knee to right armpit. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Good. Inhale, swoop your right leg through and up to 3-legged down dog. And exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. Come up into warrior 1. Rise all the way up. And either keep your gaze straight forward or draw your gaze up and join your palms. Anchor down through both feet. Lift the arches of your feet. And bring your palms to the center of your chest and look forward. Lower your belly down to your right thigh. Spin your left heel up. Come forward and up into warrior 3. Stretch back through your left heel and forward through the crown of your head. Keep knitting your ribcage in and up. And lower your fingertips down to the floor. From here, lower your left toes down and lightly tap on the floor and kick your left leg back up. Good. Lower down and tap and lift it back up. Do that a few more times. You don't have to touch down every single time. Just hover your toes and then kick back up. Good. A few more rounds. Getting the hip extensor muscles to engage. namely gluteus maximus and hamstrings. Okay, and pause on up. Come back into warrior three. Your torso up a little, bring your palms to the center of your chest. Bend your right knee, guide the ball of your left foot down. Lift your torso and arms up. Place your hands to the inner edge of your right foot. Okay, yeah, not quite done yet. And tuck your right arm underneath your right leg, just like so. You might stay here with both palms on the floor, or you can wrap your right arm underneath, bring the back of your right hand to your outer right hip for a half bind. If you want to go after the full bind, wrap your left arm behind your back as well and clasp. And take a couple more breaths here. Okay. Then lower your left hand down. Lower your right hand down as well. Slide your hands back until your fingertips are just behind your right heel. And then I'd like you to heel toe your right foot to the right edge of your mat, still with your right arm hooked underneath your right thigh. Then lift your right foot off the floor. Crawl out to the side until you can lift your right foot off the floor. And if you have the flexibility, you can stretch it forward. You can see, you can turn a little bit so you can see. Or you can alternatively bend your knee and tuck it back. All right, if you know the arm balance that comes from here, you may do it right now, but that's not our aim. Just hold for a moment. Then swoop your right leg through and up to three-legged down dog. Either keep your leg up or lower down, shift forward plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. All right, second side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, hug your left knee to your left armpit, crawl in. Inhale, lift your left leg back up. Exhale, left knee to left nostril. Inhale, lift your left leg back up. Exhale, left knee to upper right arm. Inhale, lift your left leg back up. And left knee to left armpit. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your left leg through and up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior one. Rise up. Good, good. You can keep your gaze forward or draw your gaze up and join your palms, but lifting the arches of your feet. And take another breath. Bring your palms to the center of your chest, look forward, lay your belly down onto your left thigh, spin your right heel up, come forward and up into warrior three. Stretch back to your right heel and stretch forward through the crown of your head. Now your rib cage in and up. Lower your fingertips down to the floor, then lightly lower your right toes down and tap, and kick back up until it's parallel to the floor. And tap down again, and kick it back up. A few more rounds, just hovering off of the floor and then kicking back up to activate your hip extensor muscles. Gluteus maximus, hamstrings, some more. Those are the main ones. Okay, a couple more. And then pause on up. And from here, come into warrior three again. Slowly, carefully. Good. Bend your left knee, guide the ball of your right foot down to the floor. Come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, place your hands down to the inner edge of your left foot. Yeah. Tuck your left arm underneath your left leg. And from here, you can stay with both palms on the floor or wrap your left arm up and underneath. And if you feel really stable, steady, you can wrap your right arm behind and clasp your hands. A couple more breaths in the variation of this pose that you chose. And calmly bring your right hand back down. Bring your left hand down as well. Now, lift your hips up a little. Slide your hands back until your fingertips are just behind your left heel. Then heel toe your left foot until the outer edge of your foot is touching the left edge of your mat. All right, you want to keep your left arm hooked underneath your thigh. Keep on crawling out to the side until you can lift your foot up. You'll either tuck it back like this, or if you have the flexibility right now, you'll stretch it forward. And this is our only aim right now. If, however, you know Ekapada Kundalini Asana 2, you can do it. So now we'll do it again. All right, swoop your left leg through and up, just three-legged down dog. Either keep your leg up or lower it down, shift forward plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale here. And one more exhale. All right. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way between your hands and come up into warrior two. Yep. Stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Lift the arches of your feet here. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Tip your torso over your left leg and lengthen through the right side of your body. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Either forearm to thigh, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. Stretch your left arm close to your face and peek up. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your right, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. Look up. The muscles of your legs really strong here. Look down toward your right foot, bend your right knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Strengthen your right leg and stretch back through your left heel and forward through the crown of your head. Maybe even start to peek up. And lower your left fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor. Come into standing split. Walk your hands back by the sides of your right foot, fold your face in and stretch your left heel higher. Walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Pause. And if you haven't already, make your way through Vinyasa or even straight to downward facing dog. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg again. Yeah. Place your right foot up between your hands. Come up into warrior two. Inhale here. Then exhale, tip your torso to your right. Bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Stretch your left arm up. So variation of side angle pose. You may stay right here and press your right arm into your inner right leg. Or you can wrap your arms around your right thigh and come into a bind. So one of those two, and peek up. And from here, you may keep the bind or you can release it to come into triangle pose. Start to straighten your right leg. Don't force your right leg straight, especially if you feel any pulling on the back of your leg. That means that your hamstrings are saying, oh, please no further. And bend your right knee again. Come back up into warrior two. Exhale, bring both hands down. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Down through both feet, spread and lengthen your arms. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Tip your torso over your right leg and lengthen through the left side of your body. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Place your hand down onto the floor, onto a block. Stretch your right arm close to your face. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Straighten your left leg and come to triangle pose. Tip your torso to your left, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Keep your legs really strong as you turn your gaze up and look up. Look down toward your left foot, bend your left knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Strengthen your left leg. Stretch back through your right heel and forward through the crown of your head. Again, maybe peek up. Bring your right fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, come into standing split. If you'd like to deepen the stretch on the back of your left leg, walk your hands in, fold your face in, stretch your right heel higher. And walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay. All right, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Begin to make your way there, if you haven't already. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg again. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, tip your torso to your left and bring your hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Stretch your right arm up for a side angle variation. You may stay right here or come into a bind, wrap your arms around your left thigh and peek up. You may keep the bind here or release it and work your left leg straighter. Triangle pose. Don't force your left leg straight. If you feel pulling on the back of your thigh, that's your indication you've gone too far. Then bend your left knee again. Wind your arms and come up into warrior two. Exhale, bring both hands down, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides and stand tall. Okay, with your feet and legs all the way together, place your hands again on your hips. Bend your right knee, bring your right thigh up in toward your chest. Reach down, clasp your right big toe, and lift your torso upright. Stretch your right leg forward, get it as straight as you can, and take a breath here. And draw your right arm and right leg off to your right. Okay. You may stay here for a few more breaths or bend your right knee deeply. Wrap your arms around your right thigh for bird of paradise. Your torso upright. And then work your right leg straighter. And bend your right knee again if you're in bird of paradise. Regain the clasp on your right big toe. Stretch your leg out to the side. Draw your right arm and right leg back forward. And this time, simply bend your right knee and lower your right foot down. Second side, bend your left knee. Hug your left thigh up in toward your chest. Reach your left hand down and clasp your left big toe. And lift your torso upright again. Stretch your left leg forward. Get it as straight as you can. And then draw your left arm and left leg off to your left. You may stay here for a while longer or bend your left knee deeply. Lean forward a little, wrap your arms around your left thigh. Bring your torso upright. And then work your left leg straighter. Good. And then bend your left knee. Regain the clasp on your left big toe. Stretch it out to the side. And then draw your left arm and left leg back forward. Bend your left knee. Guide your left foot all the way down. If your feet came apart, bring them all the way back together. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Shift a little bit more weight back into your heels. Get your gluteal muscles online. And tip your torso forward a little bit more. Come a bit deeper. Hug your inner thighs in. And bring your belly down to your thighs. Stretch your arms forward. Clap your hands together. Interlace your fingers. Release your index finger. Sit as deep as possible. And then sit down. Okay. Grab your blocks again if you have them. They're going to be helpful. Our next installment is called Ekahasta Bhujasana. And you'll see in a moment what that looks like. Okay, so place your blocks about mid-thigh for this one. So a little bit further forward, and you know that you'll place your hands there. First, lift your right leg up, interlace your fingers around the sole of your right foot, hook your right arm underneath your right leg, and bring your right leg up as high as possible. Then, this might be plenty. You just work the stretch here, the hip stretch, or hug down with your calf against your shoulder, upper arm, and remove your hands. Place your hands on your blocks. Now, from here, if you're still with me, lean forward, press down with your left heel, and lift your hips off the floor. All right, and last piece, if you so choose, lift your left foot off the floor. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Okay, one-legged arm pressure pose, side one, check. Let's do the second side. Lift your left leg up. Interlace your fingers on the sole of your left foot. Work your left arm underneath your left leg. Work your leg up as high as possible over your left arm. And again, permission to just work the stretch here. It's going to be good work. If this feels manageable, hug down with your calf against your upper arm and remove your hands. Place your hands on your blocks or on the floor. Then lean forward, press down through your right heel. Lift your hips off the floor, straighten your arms. Still feeling good here. Try to lift your right foot off the floor. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Stretch your left leg forward. Momentarily, move your blocks out of the way. Lean back. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. And stretch your arms parallel to your shins. Cross your right foot on top of your left. Allow your knees to come apart slightly. Inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway. Hug your inner thighs in. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, come back up. Lower down halfway, straighten your legs. And then come back up to center, switch the cross. Lower down halfway, and come back up. And lower down, and come back up. And one more time, lower down, and come back up. And bring your shins side by side, and sit tall. Dandasana. Okay. Now, you'll either come after Ekahasta Bhujasana one more time, or the option this time around involves what we were just doing, hooking the feet together and working that action of straightening your legs. So what it'll look like is instead of lifting the bottom foot just off the floor, you'll slide it in, lift it up, and hook your feet. And then I'll talk you through the rest. So we're working toward Ashtavakrasana, 8 crooks pose. Cool. Let's do this. So from here, lift your right leg up. Interlace your fingers around the sole of your right foot. Work your right arm underneath your right leg. Work it up nice and high. Then hug down. Place your hands on blocks or on the floor. And lift your hips up. Remember, Ekahasta Bhujasana, just lift the bottom foot up. If you're coming toward Ashtavakrasana, slide your foot in, hook your feet, chest down, hips up, until your chest and hips are equidistant to the floor, then straighten your legs out to the side. Okay, bonus here. If you feel really steady here, you can unhook your feet and tuck your left leg through and back, like Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, and then tuck it back and through. All right, and if all you do is just watch right now and try it later, good. All right, all. And let's try the second side. Lift your left leg up. Interlace your fingers on the sole of your left foot. Work your left arm underneath your left leg. Hug up and over, high. Hug down, place your hands on your blocks or on the floor. Lean forward, and then straighten your arms to lift your hips up. Now again, Ekahasta Bhujasana is totally fair game. Or slide your foot in, cross your right foot on top of your left. Bend your elbows, draw your chest down and hips up until your chest and hips are equidistant to the floor. Then straighten your legs off to the side. And again, if you feel really steady here, you want to take it a little further, tuck your right leg through and back. Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, and then tuck it back through. Something to work up toward. Okay. Move your blocks out of the way. Yay, we made it all. And from here, stretch your legs forward, Dandasana, pause, breathe. Stretch your arms forward, And then ever so slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll down through your spine. Really slow, really slow, really slow. Yeah, okay. Bend your knees and place the soles of your feet on the floor, hip width distance apart. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose, is our first back bending shape. Bring your arms by your sides, your palms facing down. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, and your upper back. Press down even more through your arms and through your hands. This gets muscles on your back to help to support the back bend more. Latissimus dorsi comes online when you press down through your arms and your hands. A couple more breaths here. And then lower all the way back down. So we'll all start the same way, and you may stay in Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. If you want to come into Chakrasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana, you probably know it as full wheel pose. You can follow along with me to go further. Press down through your arms and your palms. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, and upper back. You may stay here or keep your legs strong. Bend your elbows. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Press down through feet and hands to come up to the crown of your head. Plug your arm bones in. Lift your shoulder blades up your back. And then press down through feet and hands to come the rest of the way up. Breathe deeply. Breathe evenly. Couple more breaths where you are. And then slowly make your way back down with control. Stretch your arms by your sides. Bring the soles of your feet together and widen your knees apart. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. And bring the soles of your feet back to the floor. Stretch your arms out by your sides. Bring your shins up until they're parallel to the floor. Draw your legs down to your right. Twist your chest to your left and look over your left arm. Inhale, come back up to center. Lower your legs down to your left. Twist your chest to your right and look over your right arm. Breathe here. Inhale, bring your legs back to center. Hug your thighs into your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Like you're giving yourself a big hug. Take a couple more breaths there. Get yourself grounded and steady. And slowly release your legs and arms. Extend them out fully along the floor. And arrange your body in a really comfortable position for Shavasana. Arrange your body well. And sink down in deeply. Rest here. Shavasana. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Jaya Slowly begin to deepen your breath and start to feel awareness come back into your body little by little. As you're ready, bend one knee at a time and carefully roll to your right side. Make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. Rest your thumbs up close to your heart. And to end our practice together, let's end with one final Om. Inhale deeply. Exhale, empty out completely. And inhale for Om. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you for the gift of your company. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. So good to practice with you. Such a good way to start the day. So I'll be back again, same time next Friday. So I hope to see you then. And in the meantime, I do have a couple of programs coming up at Nest Yoga that start in mid-September. If you want info about that, so one's with a focus on embodying anatomy. So we'll look at what's happening anatomically in the body and apply it to yoga poses. And then the other one is a focus on developing your own home practice, including pranayama, meditation, and poses. So both are going to be fantastic. They're 8-week series, and I'm really excited about it. So I would love to have you guys in there. If you want info about that, You can send me an email at NicholeChase@gmail.com. You could also reach out to me via my website, NicholChaseYoga.com. All right, all. You all have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Thanks. Love you all. Stay safe and healthy.